everything's dated, I guess. You go around the country, most things are dated. There are still malls. People still go out to the mall and eat the pretzel and walk around and try on clothes in a fitting room. And you go, no, you don't do that. You buy the clothes on the internet. You don't go to the mall anymore. You don't have to go to the mall. I understand that it's nice, I guess, to walk around a mall, but you don't have to do it. You're walking around a mall, you almost feel like you're walking around Alcatraz. You're walking around a place that shouldn't exist anymore and does. And it's weird, and then the food court's there, and they've always got like a Chinese restaurant with like a weird name. It's always kind of vaguely racist, It's like Mr. Wang's or something. And it's just people that you'll just see people there just eating lo mein with like a Dickies bag. And they just went to go put a pants on at Dickies, and now they're going to eat fucking lo mein, 3,000 calories of MSG, and go home and then the pants don't fit, We haven't figured out a lot of shit on this planet. We're not evolving that quickly. You'd think we'd be evolving at a little quicker pace. We're really not, because the only other option is the internet, which also sucks because you get it, doesn't fit. You're on the internet, that's alienating and sad, and you're like jacking it, and then you're like, all right, I gotta buy clothes, and then I'm fighting with my aunt on Facebook, and then what? I want an NFT, and it's not good. You've set up this digital world for yourself that sucks, but the real world also sucks. Like, now that things are opening, you start to realize, man, the real world kind of sucks a little bit too. Not all of it. There's some great things out there, but a lot of the things, like, there's no evolution. Like, we haven't built a cooler, newer version of the mall. There's no cooler, newer version of these things. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels, the only thing we've done is made them for rich people. So we've just built malls for wealthy people. Like, we've made malls and go, well, everything's Gucci. And here's sugarfish sushi, and that's all we've done. But there's not a lot of new things happening out there. But and you'll notice this as you open up. Opening up is going to be very interesting. Everyone's going to be out there going to be like, this is fucking great. And they're going to look around and go, the country's kind of shot. They're going to be like, finally, I'm back. Oh, you start looking around. You start noticing how decrepit most things are. You might walk right back in your house after that, by the way. You might tiptoe right the fuck back in your front door, sit down and say, fuck it. Because when you go back out, you realize that COVID was the nail in the coffin for just said like a lot of these businesses. And a lot of these, the public parks are bad. Like, the public park, there's just homeless in the park. And there's like hiking trails, I guess, in parts of the country. But the country looks bad. It looks shot. The country's a cancer patient. The country's on dialysis. The country's got a late stage venal disease. And we are like, we're all going to go back out in it and then start to realize that, like, oh, things need help. We need to, things need a little lipstick and rouge out there. It's not, we were in a restaurant the other day, a Fridays type of restaurant that we had to be in. And you're looking around, and I know these places have been through hell, so don't yell at me and go, you don't know. Like, when I uploaded that photo of Cleveland, of the steel mill, and I'm like, Cleveland's a lovely city. And they go, that's American steel. What do you want, the TACOMs to do the steel? I'm like, no, it just looks gross. I'm sorry, it looks bad. I know it serves a function. It's all smog and smoke, and it looks like shit. I understand. Could we have a city with steel plants and not have people walking around dressed in Reynolds wrap? Is that possible? That we don't have to have boarded up houses and people walking around in cellophane? That's all. I'm sorry. I wasn't making an anti-steel post on my Instagram, but how perceptive of you. That's American steel, dummy. Good. I'm just saying that when you get back out there, it's not going to be, I don't know what you're expecting. It's like not seeing someone for a while. You don't see someone for a while, and then they walk in and you go, God, how's it been? You know how bad you look if somebody comes up to you and they're like, how's it been? How have you been? You okay? You okay? Like, that's what America is going to look like when we all go back. You go, you okay? It's okay. Are you okay? Just waitresses shaking, trying to put entrees down on the table. Nobody's had any money. Everybody's spent all their money on Soulja Boy's NFT. Cities are just descending into chaos. You have just people shooting each other all the time. Crime is on the rise everywhere, except online, except it is on the rise online, you know? It's like school shootings came back as soon as indoor classes started. Mark Norman had a tweet. It was like, we're back. School shootings are back. I mean, I want everything to open up, and I want to go back out there, but also realize what's coming with that. It's not all going to be sunshine and song. There's going to be some, I mean, kids have not shot each other in a year. Like, they're ready to go. Kids are ready to shoot each other. Their teachers, administrators, they're ready to go on like day one. That kid came in and just started firing wildly on day one. I mean, I think the teachers should start shooting the kids when they go back. I hope teachers start shooting kids when schools open up again. I hope teachers just turn around and start shooting them in their little fucking heads. That's what I hope happens. That's what's going to happen when things open up. When things open up, you could go out to eat. People are going to forget your balsamic vinaigrette again, and you're going to sit there with your hands clenched, and you're going to want to go up and hit them. They're going to bring the appetizers and the entrees at the same fucking time, like they don't know that's a problem. Again, that's coming back. Yes, you'll be able to leave your house. Yes, but things are coming back with it. The long line at the car wash will be back because people aren't afraid. Crowded public transportation is coming back. It's all back. You could sit in a movie theater next to some vector of disease. A diner where you can watch a divorced dad try to bond with his son who hates him. That's all coming back. You're going to have to see your family again. Thanksgiving might fucking happen this year. You're going to have to sit down next to Aunt QAnon and Uncle Drunk touches you, and you're going to have to sit there and choke down mashed potatoes next to those two. All because of this dumb vaccine, which we could have just avoided. Thanksgiving's going to be back. Your office is back. You haven't seen Doreen in a while. She's back. Hi, we're back. Who wants coffee? The office life's coming back. Sit there and talk to Chuck. He just started watching The Americans. He thinks he's living next to a communist spy. Chuck's going to fill you in on that in the break room. That's coming back. Get excited. Your kids are going to start going to school again. It's going to be much easier for them to get heroin and fucked in the mouth. That's happening. Your daughter's going to have a venereal disease in about 6 months because we vaccinated everybody and we're ready to go. So that's back if she doesn't get shot in the face by one of these antisocial kids who spent the last 12 months reading about Bitcoin. So that's back. You happy? You happy you got your second shot and you're back now? Traffic will be back. It's already kind of back. You could sit in traffic. You got that long commute to work. Pass by billboards of televangelists and healthcare companies that denied you. You could pull in your little fucking thing at your data entry job, go in there, sit down next to somebody named Michelle, and you guys sit there and you walk in and there's a crusty donut left from yesterday, but you just put that down your throat and you get to have a nice fucking caramel latte that's 2,800 calories and it buzzes you up for only 45 minutes and then you got to start taking the pills because nothing else works. That's coming back. Open it up. Open it all up. It's coming. And don't you worry about it. I'm just saying, hey, I know we need to open up, but let's do it with open eyes. Let's open up with open eyes here. Maybe we don't have to go back to everything we did. Maybe we can be smarter and safer, okay, about some of the things that we used to do. You know, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't be excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about everything opening up again, and I want to see everyone I've missed for the last year. All these young kids are killing themselves because they have no friends. I'm going to kill myself when I'm forced to see my friends again. Do you understand the difference? I've been on the planet long enough to know you don't kill yourself when you have no friends. It's a mark of virtue to not have any friends. Most people don't realize that. It's actually biblical. Christ didn't have any friends. Exactly. But I'm excited for things to come back. I know that people probably say, I feel like he's not, but I am. It's going to be fun. Things are coming back. We're going to do a bunch of crazy, cool shit when we're allowed to do it at capacity. Really cool, weird comedy experiences that we're trying to work with different people and companies and investors to do and shit like that. And I'm pumped about it. I just know that it's going to be funny because, and it's just human nature. Everyone that's begging for everything to open, because we need it to open, by the way. There's no other option. We can't just stay in our homes, but it's just going to be funny the first time you start complaining again about the open world, because that'll have, like the first time you're like, oh, fuck. First time you walk into a store, it's just packed. You're like, fuck this. It's true. It's coming. The first complaint you have about it. Remember how nice LA was with no traffic when everyone was scared to death? They were scared in their homes. They were just scared, terrified of leaving their homes the way it should be. And then now the traffic's back out. People are having quinceañeras on the beach. Get off the beach. They're doing quinceañeras on the beach in Malibu. They're smashing piñatas in Malibu on the beach. Clean it up. And I'm not, it's quinceañera because that's what I saw. I don't care if it was I don't want a white bitch there with a piñata either. So don't come at me. I'm just saying there's a lot of fun stuff that's going to be happening very soon that will also anger you. I've gotten a little used to not seeing as many people. And I'm going to obviously get used to seeing more of them, which will be lovely. And my I guess I'll have to see I guess at some point I will have to see my family. My mother's in her nursing home. They've just locked her up. No one can see her. I just wave at her through the window and tell her what NFT to buy. Now I'm going to have to go in there and actually talk to her, which is fine. But you got to realize what's about to happen here, folks. Are you prepared? You got to just get ready for it. Bob and weave. You got to get ready for it. Many of you think you want it until it's here. It's like anything. You think you want it, and then it's here. And then you're like, wait, what? But this digital hell can't last. That's true. We need to go out and see people. We need humanity. We need real friends. We need to look at them. We need to realize why we didn't talk to them that much over the last year, because they're non-essential to us. That's the other thing. If you didn't talk to someone over the last year, it's really like, I mean, I know you'll go out, you'll patch those friendships to an extent, but like, there's going to be a lot of people that reconnect with you after this whole thing where you're going to be sitting there looking at them going, I don't need you. This year showed you what you needed. What you need. You don't need a lot of things and people. You don't. This year simplified our lives in a weird way. It complicated them, but it also simplified them. You know what I mean? Like, I realize that all I need is Ben, and then on the other side of this camera, 500,000 domestic terrorists. I don't need a lot. I just need 500,000 people, many of whom are on a watch list, and him. I don't need a ton of other things going on in my life, you know? I need a couple of good-looking gentlemen with six-packs or a little younger that want Gucci shoes. That's what I need. I don't need an endless supply of social interactions. I find them to be a little meaningless. But I'm getting older. I'm 36. You're getting older. I get it. If this happened when I was 22, I'd be like, man, I can't believe it. Dude, what? Now I'm like dreading. I pray every day. I turn on the TV. I pray for the new strain. I pray that people's faces start melting off with this. I go, come on. I roll the dice. I'm like, give me Brazil. Give me Brazil. Because I'm just trying to avoid Thanksgiving. So I'm like, roll the dice. Come on. Give me something from Pakistan. Give it to me good. I don't know. It won't be over that soon, but it'll be over soon enough. I do hope it ends. We need new things. We need new things to be angry at and mad at, and we need new challenges in life. We need to go out there, and people need to fuck again and meet each other and have physical relationships. I mean, I get it, but it's a very interesting thing to be just let out of the cage. It's let out of the cage. Like, here's the reality. When you let the kids out of the ice cage, many of them were like, hey, man, It sucked in there, but this is also bad wherever they put them. I don't know. You know what I mean? Should I broadcast from one of the Biden administration ice cages for a week? Because Biden hasn't shut them down either.
Just go live.
Just go live. Should I just do like a 48-hour live event from an immigration detention facility? I mean, can we sell immigrant children as NFTs to release them? That's a question. Can we sell children detained at the immigration center as NFTs? Can Mark Cuban do that? Can Mark Cuban take a picture of a child in a cage dancing, sell it, raise the money to get that little guy out? And we'd have to explain to him, Jose, you're an NFT now. You're a non-fungible token. Okay? You're a non-fungible token. You're out of here. And we turn to the next one and go, you're not a non-fungible token yet. Back in. I'm laughing. I, of course, am for abolishing the cages. So don't get angry at me. I don't want any children in cages, and I never did. So I'm making fun of a horrible situation, you know? I also didn't want the My Lai massacre. You know, I'm not involved in the decision-making.